Viewer's discretion is advised. Fellow man, I don't know how to break it to you, but we are in a war on the very essence that makes us men. Everywhere you look, big companies poison our foods, contaminate our water, and brainwash us to be passive, to make us less masculine. You can see the effects now. All you need to do is look around. The most effective indicator of masculinity is the male sex hormone, testosterone. Your body starts creating testosterone at adolescence, and it is the main hormone that makes you a man. It makes your voice tone lower, increases hair growth, makes you more aggressive and more confident. It's also responsible for amplifying your sex drive and your overall energy levels. In the last 20 years, the average testosterone levels at males has fallen by more than 40%. Men are having less sex than before, and the percentage of men that suffer from erectile dysfunction and general low sex drive is staggering. Why is this happening? Because big companies make a fortune off the solution. They sell Viagra, hormonal treatments, and artificial steroids, and make a killing profiting on the problem they created. It's time to put an end to this. Watch this presentation until the end, and you will discover how you can naturally boost your testosterone by up to 400% without using drugs, steroids, or any artificial supplements. You will also discover the 3 things you must avoid in order to maintain a high and healthy level of testosterone. I don't know how long this presentation will be free of charge, so watch this now while you still can. You may think you have tried it all and seen it all, but you have never seen anything like this before. And I promise, these tips and solutions will shock you. Remember, I'm about to share some of my best techniques to boosting your testosterone. But first, I'm going to share a story with you that's pretty embarrassing, so keep watching. Deal? Many people believe that low testosterone is a normal part of life that naturally happens after a certain age. In fact, the real problem is the fact that you've been lied to for years, and these lies are keeping you from leading a healthy life. For years, you've been at the center of a huge conspiracy to take away your manliness and transform you into a passive, feminine slave. Hey, I'm Matt. I'm a 30-year-old programmer, and like most programmers, I used to be overworked, overstressed, and underpaid. And that took a toll on my testosterone. I was passive, suffered from low confidence, and had an even lower sex drive. The defining moment for me happened 4 years ago, but I remember it as if it happened yesterday. It was a hot night in July. I was going to a bar with a couple of my friends, just a casual night out. After an hour of drinking a few beers and having some laughs, I noticed this girl eyeballing me from across the room. One of my friends told me, "Hey, that girl is totally into you." To this day, I'm not sure exactly how, but somehow she started talking to me. Everything was going fine, and she invited me to her place. I was very excited, as this is something that didn't happen every day for me. When I finally got there with her, expecting to have some fun, the worst thing happened. I found out that even though she was gorgeous, I couldn't get an erection. I felt useless as a man, and I could see the disappointment in her eyes. It felt horrible. And when I thought nothing could get any worse, I found out 2 days later that we had some common friends at my office, and they also heard the story. I felt horrible and powerless. I used to have a great sex drive at high school and university, but now something has changed. This made me very angry, but also very determined. I realized that this is not the way it was supposed to be. I realized that even though I could get Viagra and solve the problem, it really won't fix the root of the problem. I needed to regain my manliness. I was determined to find the answers, and I started researching and digging for information. I spent entire nights online, digging through the countless scientific publications online for any shred of data, supplement, or article that could help me. And what I found amazed me. I found out that just a few simple ingredients that you probably have at your house can boost your testosterone by 300%. But that's not all. The deeper I looked, I also discovered how this low testosterone is not an accident, but a direct attack on us males. I also found out the huge conspiracy that exists to destroy men and manhood, making females more masculine, turning men into feminine slaves. First of all, I discovered the ways big companies harm us every day. By poisoning our food with chemicals that are cheap, taste good, but deadly to your testosterone. Additives like monosodium glutamate or MSG that are in almost any fast food restaurant and most likely in 80% of food in your fridge are reducing your manliness every day, making you less fertile, less aggressive, and less confident. Each time you buy a food labeled low sodium or now with sea salt, it is most likely that you're buying food with this poisonous supplement. Among the side effects of monosodium glutamate are obesity, eye damage, headaches, fatigue, depression, and even brain damage. Yes, brain damage. Another silent manhood killer that you will never expect is soy. Yes, soy, the superfood many vegans worship as the holy replacement to meat, can actually be very harmful. Unknown to most people, 91% of the soy that gets to your table comes from artificially engineered corn that contains chemicals that promote production of estrogen, the female sex hormone. This hormone actually makes you become less masculine, reduces your sex drive, and in high doses can actually make your testicles shrink. Studies shown that men that consume soy regularly had as much as 400% higher levels of estrogen. Each time you buy and eat foods ridden with these silent manhood killers, the damage to your body accumulates. Gradually, without you noticing it, your testosterone level decreases. Your erections start becoming weaker and last less. You start getting less aroused by women in general, become less confident, more passive, and less of a man. Next thing you'll notice that you can't last long in sex. You lose muscle strength and become more prone to male pattern baldness, osteoporosis, and obesity. You can see by now that this has a huge effect on your life as a whole. But let me ask you a question. Do you remember the last time you saw a woman and were just standing there, feeling confident and powerful? Feeling a huge rush of energy flowing through your body, making you feel like you can do anything? If it has been a while since that happened, continue listening, because we are about to fix that. It's important you realize something if you haven't by now. A man is not a man because of his car, house, or wallet. Your manhood begins at a chemical level, and this is exactly what we are going to change. By fixing the hormonal angle, the rest of the puzzle just fixes itself. After my years of research, I started to apply the things I've learned. I've used the same tactics you will learn on myself, and the results were amazing. My energy levels increased dramatically, I felt more confident, and my sex life improved significantly. Women suddenly started to notice me everywhere, as if I had a special aura above me that just radiates power and confidence. My friends started to notice this as well, and were completely shocked. From being a programmer nerd, I became this confident alpha male everywhere I go. They asked me how I did it. They wanted in. This was when I realized that I need to share this knowledge with my fellow men and help them get their life and manhood back on track, the way it should be. I squeezed every single detail of what I've discovered to an easy-to-follow report which I named the Testosterone Truth, the natural way to boost your testosterone and regain your manliness. Best news, it works even if you've already blown thousands on drugs, consultations, and hormonal treatments. Why is it the best way? Because it works from 3 angles. Guarantees an increase in your testosterone, energy levels, and overall confidence and sex drive. First, it works on your nutrition. You are what you eat, so it makes sense to stop eating garbage that hinders your manhood and eat food that boosts your energy and drive. Starting on page 15, you'll learn about 7 vital foods you must start eating in order to nourish and restore your testosterone levels back to normal and beyond. The second angle is physical. Most regular sports that people do, like running or cycling, may be good for your general well-being, but they don't affect your hormonal level. To boost your testosterone levels naturally, you will need to do specific exercises. These are exercises that over 90% of people in the gym simply don't know. On page 28, you'll discover the 3 stupidly simple exercises that have an instant effect on your testosterone and strength, and you will feel this effect instantly. These exercises not only supercharge your testosterone and strength, they also boost your metabolism, so you actually lose weight and burn more fat. The third angle is the mindset. Your frame of mind has a huge effect on your body systems. For example, by doing things that you're afraid of, your body releases adrenaline, a hormone that makes you more aggressive and also helps create testosterone. On page 36, you will discover 2 simple exercises that you can do in the next 5 minutes that will make an instant boost to your hormonal levels, overall confidence, and sex drive. Let this protocol boost your testosterone and supercharge your manliness, just as it already helps 7,500 people just like you. Just imagine never having to pay for Viagra in your life, never having to fear meeting women because you may have to deal with sex. If you don't do these changes now, the alternatives can be quite expensive. Fertility treatments are very expensive. If you have low sperm quality, the cost for having a child is very high and can reach a few tens of thousands of dollars. Not to mention the other consequences of low testosterone, hair loss, obesity, and even osteoporosis, which in turn leads to more drugs and more profits for the big pharma companies. Why? Because big pharma can only make money selling overpriced patented drugs, not natural treatments that can't be patented. They aren't interested in curing, just in sucking more money from your pocket. Recent stats show that Big Pharma spends an average of $61,000 on each doctor to get him to push their drugs. I hope you're starting to realize that chemical warfare in your body is not the best option. Once you try the proven methods in the Testosterone Truth, you will see the results almost instantly without using any chemicals or drugs. I remember seeing my testosterone levels up, my confidence and my life force coming back to me. This was something I never thought I'll experience again. It was like a dream come true. What is it worth to you to experience this yourself? $20,000 on hormonal treatments that shrink your testicles? $500 on steroids that cause acne, liver damage, and swollen breasts? At first, I thought that compared to the alternatives, this report should be sold for at least $97. That seems like a price that people are comfortable with, and it's still pennies compared to the drugs or other treatments that just deal with the symptoms, but not the root of the problem. But you're never going to pay that. I wanted everyone to be able to have access to this treatment protocol while still covering the cost of our marketing. So I thought $59 to be a very fair price. But let me ask you this. How would you feel looking back years from now, still suffering from low testosterone, low sex drive, and low energy, and realize you could have treated this right now with just a few simple steps? What would it mean to you to get your manhood back? Finally be relaxed and feel confident again. If you act now, as long as this presentation is still up, you can gain access to this program for just $37 today. Note that this is a 62% discount from the usual price of $59. It's a fraction than what a visit to your doctor costs. And it's practically free considering all the trouble and embarrassment it will save you from. And all you need to do is click the blue Get Instant Access button below. In just minutes from now, you can be well on your way to boosting your testosterone and shielding yourself from all the chemical junk big companies push into our foods and water supply. The fact that you've watched this far proves you feel how different the Testosterone Truth is from anything else. Simply click the blue Get Instant Access button below and let me help you reclaim your manhood now. Listen, I want you to make this decision with complete peace of mind, and that's why I'll take all the risk. What this means for you is that I'm not asking you to buy this system now or to trust me. All I'm asking is to say maybe and test the Testosterone Truth for yourself for a full 60 days. Read through the report and follow it for a month. Email and ask questions if you'd like. If you don't wake up on day 30 feeling like $1,000,000, knowing that you finally have your manhood and sex drive back on track, or even if you simply don't like the font written in the report, You will receive every red cent of your investment back. No questions asked, no hassle. This is not just an ironclad guarantee, but a personal promise from someone who has been exactly where you are. I know what it feels like to be clueless, afraid, and powerless, desperately clinging to the promises from pharma companies that just want to sell you more drugs. Unlike them, I don't want your money unless I can help you. And the only reason I'm not giving this information away for free is twofold. First, most people don't believe free information is worth anything, so they ignore it. And the second, most important reason is that I'll invest a large part of this money into educating people about this treatment, so more men can enjoy optimum wellness. You have an important decision to make now, one that will have a dramatic effect on your life. Obviously, I can't make it for you, but I honestly believe there are no accidents in life. There's a reason you are watching this presentation, and soon you'll look back at this moment as the crucial turning point in your life. All you have to do now to regain your manhood and help other people do the same is click the blue Get Instant Access button below. You'll download the manual together with all your bonuses directly to your computer. It's the first important step to join more than 7,500 folks just like you who now enjoy a life of high energy, healthy sex, and top confidence. But you really have to act now to benefit from our whopping 62% discount. As much as I hate to say it, but you are at a crossroad now with basically three choices. First, you could decide to do nothing, extinguish that glimmer of hope, and try to accept that you will suffer from low testosterone for the rest of your life. Expensive drugs will continue to burn a hole in your pocket month after month in the vague hope to keep your erection for a few hours so you can feel like a man once in a while. Option number 2 is to apply what you've learned in this webinar and try to figure out by yourself how to treat your low hormones without any side effects. Unless you are a natural healing practitioner with tens of years of experience, this is a bad idea. Do you really think it's worth reinventing the wheel instead of pushing the pedal to the metal on the highway of healing? Why not simply go with option number 3, as more than 7,500 other former low testosterone men have? Take advantage of the Testosterone Truth's 100% risk-free and let it boost your testosterone quickly, naturally, and without any side effects. Follow in my footsteps and become yet another member of our countless success stories. Just click the blue Get Instant Access button below and download everything to your computer. Don't forget, our special discount won't last forever. So if you leave this site and don't take action now, it is likely you will pay over 60% more than when you buy now. Remember, if you don't love it, you don't pay, because you're fully covered by our money-back guarantee. I know by first-hand experience how devastating low testosterone can be for both your love life and your self-esteem. That's why I'm so passionate about you trying this protocol. I know it can work miracles for you if you just let it. Click the blue Get Instant Access button below to end your suffering. As you can imagine, I get lots of questions from people about this treatment protocol. So let me just answer some of the most common ones. 1. How fast do I get access? Since the Testosterone Truth is delivered in electronic form, you get access instantly. This means you are just minutes away from taking the first steps to resolve your testosterone trouble. 2. Isn't this the same information I can find all over the internet? Definitely not. First of all, the information you can find online is chaotic. There's no advice on when to do what or why. With every text or post you read, you will become more confused. The Testosterone Truth contains clear instructions of what to do. Everything is explained in simple English. Don't forget that many people who post online have vested interest in selling their goods and services. You can't rely on what they say. The Testosterone Truth has proven to work, and even if you are the exception from the rule, you risk nothing because you are just test driving it and can always get your money back. 3. Will this work for anyone? No. There are some rare cases for which the Testosterone Truth will not work, and this is why I've put this strong guarantee in place. If you belong to the unlucky few who don't see immediate benefits after starting this protocol, you will receive your money back, every cent of it, and without any silly questions. 4. I'm a young male. Will this still work? Definitely. The tips and tricks you will learn in the Testosterone Truth work even for young males that have a good hormonal level to begin with. You can still boost it to even higher levels. 5. Is my purchase discreet? I don't want my family members to know about this. Definitely. Your purchase will appear on your bank statement under the name clickbank.com, so your privacy is fully protected and your purchase is 100% discreet. 6. Can I trust your guarantee? Yes, and it's even assured by a third party. All payments are processed by the largest digital retailer after Amazon. They have been in business for over 15 years because their customer service is unmatched. 7. How fast will I see results? This largely depends on your age. If you're an average 40-plus male, you'll see results much quicker than a young male that is already at peak performance. Personally, I've seen results after the first day. Keep in mind, you're protected by the 60 days get your money back guarantee, so you can't lose. 8. Is my credit card safe? Yes, it is. Your credit card will be charged using 128-bit encryption, which ensures no one can read your data. In fact, it's much safer than when you hand your card to a clerk because there is no one physically handling your card. Those are the most common questions. If you are still wondering, the only way to find out is to click the Get Instant Access button below.